If you know that you are not ready to knack, or if you know that you don't want to do kerewa, these 10 places I'm going to be making mention of, do not touch a woman there. And if you're a woman listening to the sound of my voice, when you discover that maybe the mood your partner is not in the mood that he will be able to grimoire you, you don't need to allow him to touch you in this certain place, in these places I'm going to mention. Because when you allow that to happen, it's going to put you in the mood that you will not be able to control yourself, that you will even be the one begging him to knack you. And if you are a man, when you notice that, or when you know that you don't want to grimoire your partner, do not touch her, because when you touch her in this place, you're gonna make her begging for what you are supposed to give to her for free. Do you hear me? Number one of those places is a clickly area. As a guy listening to the sound of my voice, why will you touch a woman clickly area when you are not ready to knack her? For you to touch a woman clickly area, it means you want to knack. It means you want to grimoire her. It means you want to take her to cloud 9. It means you want to do what mommy and daddy usually do. That is the purpose why you should touch her clickly area. So when you notice, or when you know that you don't have the strength, you don't have the power, you don't have the energy to do kerewa, w0men, do not touch her clickly area as a man. And if you're a woman listening to the sound of my voice, where you have studied your partner, you already know his mood, you know that okay, this person there's no strength, there's no power for him to grimoire you, do not allow him to touch your clickly area. That is number one place. Number two is her oranges. As a man, why will you touch a woman oranges in the first place when you know that you don't want to knack? It is only when you want to knack, it is only when you want to grimoire a woman, that is when you should touch her oranges. Her oranges and clickly area, they are sensitive part of every woman. That the moment you touch that part, they are going to melt like vegetable. You understand me? There was a woman that was talking to me in my DM one certain time that I say her oranges is her point, that the moment her husband touches that part, or maybe eats the orange or play with that orange, she will melt like vegetable. So as a man, when you are not ready to knack, when you are not ready to grimoire your woman, do not touch her oranges. And if you are a woman, if your partner is not ready to knack you, ready to take you to cloud 9, biko, do not allow him to touch your oranges. That is number two, please. Number three, your kpekus. Why must you touch or play with that area when you know quite alright that you don't want to grimoire? It is only when you want to grimoire that you should touch that area. Do you hear me? So as a woman, don't let anybody toy with your heart, or toy with your feelings, or toys with your body anyhow. When you notice that this man is not ready to grimoire, he knows he's not ready to knack you lolo, do not allow him to toy with your kpe. Do you understand me? Do not allow him to toy with your kpekus. Do you understand me? That is number three place. No man, or you as a woman, should not allow a man to toy with or play with when he know fully well that he did not want to knack you lolo. Is that taken? Number four, your forehead. Okay, let me tell you one thing you men don't know. There are some women, the moment you peg that forehead, they will melt like vegetable. In fact, they will give up on everything. Do not joke with that area, and do not play with that area when you know that you don't want to grimoire. Is that taken? Yes. Number five is our ears. I repeat, our ears. Somebody might be saying, Rhoda-b, why will you be measuring forehead and ear? My darling, if you don't know, ear or forehead might not be your own button point. You understand me? But I am telling you that there are women that when you touches their ears, it is that button point. Do you understand me? It is that button point. It will be as say, wow, what are you doing to me? Where are you taking me to? Please come and do what you're supposed to do as a man. That is what you'll be hearing. But as a man, when you notice that you are not ready to grimoire, you are not ready to nakiololo, my darling, when you discover that this place is a button point, do not play or joke with it when you know that you are not ready to grimoire. Is that taken? Number six is our laps. Okay, there are some women that their laps is that what? Button point. Okay, most especially where the tips of your tongue is playing around that area. Wow, my darling, it drives a whole lot of women crazy. Do you understand me? So when you know that you are not ready for mommy and daddy game, you are not ready for mommy and daddy play, do not play her laps. Do you understand me? The last but not the least is the vu area. Okay, if you know as a man listening to the sound of my voice, you don't want to glimmer a woman and leave her without you doing the right thing you're supposed to do, biko one name. Do not play with that vu area. Do you understand me? Do not play with the vu area. The moment you touch a woman vu area as a man, it means you want to knock your lolo. It means you want to take that woman to cloud nine. It means you want to glimmer that woman until she tell you, daddy, God bless you, I am satisfied. Do you understand me? How will you touch a woman vu area? How will you play with a woman vu area? At the end of the day, you are not going to give her the food that the kpekus needs. Like seriously, you are looking for trouble. At the end of the day, you will turn your back and say you are not doing. No, that is not fair enough. That is not good for you as a gentleman. The moment you touches those 6 parts of a woman body, my darling, all you should do is for you to give her that baby treatment. It's for you to treat her like a queen that she is. So when you as a man, you are not ready to treat a woman like a queen that she is, do not touch her clickly area, her oranges, her honey pot, her forehead, her ears, and also her laps, and finally her vu area. Is that taken? So as a man, take note of all those parts I mentioned, and as a woman, take note of all those parts, and do not allow anybody to toy or play with that area when they are not ready to glimmer you. This brings us to the end of this video. If you do get value in one name, do wait to hit the subscription bell to join the family, and if you are my returning subscriber, God bless you. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Bye.
No protect dancing, let's feel the cheer. Rhoda-b TV's here, and it's that time of